Caleb Hart didn't climb to the top of the business world. He crushed his way there. Arrogance was his fuel, and he believed humility was a weakness that slowed men down. He thought compassion just clouded your judgment. Every deal he closed, every partnership he forged, left someone else bleeding financially. And Caleb wore that brutal reputation like a badge of honor. "That's business," he'd always say. "Feelings don't belong here." Investors absolutely loved his ruthless efficiency. His employees feared him. His competitors learned to stay out of his way. By the time he was 45, Caleb was a billionaire. He had everything he ever wanted, except for a single genuine connection. He was completely alone. Then the fall began. It started with a single signature on a piece of paper. A risky merger, a desperate expansion, a stark warning he chose to ignore. His own legal team advised him to be cautious. A junior analyst even begged him for more time to review the numbers. Caleb just laughed in his face. "People like you exist so people like me can decide," he sneered. The deal went through. Within a few short months, mountains of hidden debt surfaced. Lawsuits started piling up. Regulators began circling like vultures, sensing a kill. Caleb responded the only way he knew how, with pressure, with threats, with sheer, unfiltered arrogance. But this time, it didn't work. His partners turned on him. The banks pulled their funding. The board held a vote and kicked him out of his own company. For the first time in his entire life, Caleb was powerless. His bank accounts were frozen. His sprawling mansion was seized. His name was dragged through the mud in every major headline. One night, completely broke and desperate, Caleb found himself sitting on a park bench, just staring at the city skyline that once seemed to worship him. An old, quiet, and clearly poor man sat down beside him. "You look like someone who's lost everything," the old man said gently. Caleb let out a bitter laugh. "I built an empire," he snapped back, "and it just disappeared." The old man simply nodded. "I built nothing," he replied, "and I still have my peace." That one sentence hit Caleb harder than any lawsuit ever could. Days later, Caleb started taking any work he could find. Manual labor, warehouse shifts, cleaning jobs. For the first time, people spoke to him the way he used to speak to others. Dismissive, cold, and cruel. And finally, he understood. Years passed. Caleb never became rich again. But something else happened. He started becoming careful with his words. He learned to listen. He even learned how to apologize. When people would ask him what ruined his empire, Caleb would answer honestly. "Arrogance made me rich. Karma made me poor. But losing everything taught me what money never could." Because sometimes life lets you climb incredibly fast, just so the fall can teach you a lesson slowly. And the price of arrogance is a debt that is always paid in full.